Hello, everyone. Welcome to the When It Worked podcast. You're with your host, Julian Leahy, and today I am joined by the wonderful Maggie Pareto from
Hi.
Toronto.
Thank you, Julian, for having me. Hi, everybody.
And Maggie's very clever, and she was telling me she can speak French, English, and Polish. And you know what they say, you have to be pretty smart to speak three languages.
Yeah, or, definitely practice. I believe that we can learn anything that we want. It's just practice makes a master.
I don't think I can learn another language. I did try to learn Spanish, and my brain was just rejecting it.
Okay. Maybe starting with a different language would ease the way into Spanish. Who knows?
Well, I think I've got limited brain cells, and they were all being occupied at flat speed speaking English.
You know what? I truly believe we can learn anything.
Okay, I like the optimism. Now, Maggie, you work a lot with solopreneurs, and you have developed a coaching program. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So my coaching program is called Diamond Effect, and it comes from the fact that diamonds are those beautiful rocks, brilliant and solid, and everybody wants them, and they sort of attract them. I mean, if not everybody, a lot of people do, and then they attract people to them. And when you look at their structure, they're made of carbon atoms, and it's just the way the carbon atoms are put together that makes them very strong, clear, and when you polish them, they have that bright and shine in them. And then when you look at graphite, which is the thing that we use in pencils, it's also made of carbon atoms. So same ingredients, but the way they're put together is a different structure, right? So I believe it's the same in business. Business's foundations and the ingredients are the same in any business, and yet the way they're put together makes some businesses shine bright and create brands that people love and get attracted to, and some businesses maybe struggle. So that's where kind of the idea of Diamond Effect comes from. And the program has 3 simple steps where I help my clients really exceed their business goals and become, high performing CEOs. The first step is we really focus on creating a business foundation that's aligned with who they are. Because really, I believe that solopreneurs, especially, the way you create your competitive advantage, your kind of blue ocean, comes from you, who you are, your unique experience, your unique take on things, the way you serve your clients, and so on. So we get that very clear on that and get that out front to your clients. Then, of course, the second step is we focus and get clear on your customer journey that's led with value. So really understanding who you serve, how, and their journey with you from the beginning when you meet them or when you start meeting them in your marketing and sales to when they are with you, and then after, especially maybe when you have a business that may be seasonal, whatever, how do I nurture that relationship so they can come up and so on? And it's all based on the concept that I call lead with value. Then creating sort of win-win situations for your clients and you. And then the third step is, because, I'm a firm believer of the planning, but plan that's not executed well doesn't do anything, right? So the third step is having a simple action plan. I'm all for simplicity because I think when things get complicated, it's chaotic and it's very difficult to implement consistently, and consistency is important. So having a simple plan that you're able to implement, and how I help my clients with it is help them through some simple, good, high performance habits. So in their day to day, the way they operate in their business, then focus on the most important things, right? The 80-20 rule, Pareto principle. When you focus on 20% of the actions that create 80% of results, you can really have a thriving business without burning yourself out, without being busy and hustling in that. So
awesome. And can you give me an example of what a 20% activity usually would be for people?
So, for example, if you're just starting, the really what you want to focus on is high value actions that create clients, and that's marketing and sales. And I see, especially in a early entrepreneurs when they start, those are the things that they don't like that much and they try to avoid. And our brain tries to direct us when that happens to sort of more activities that feel more safe, like perfecting the website forever, right? Or trying, deciding on business cards or things like that, that don't really get you in front of your potential clients, talking about you, how you offer, and getting clearer and clearer on your messaging, right? So making sure that the majority of that. Now, once your business grows, some of those action might be building a team, right? Or establishing certain processes and so on. So preparing for growth and being able to absorb the intake, the clients that will flow in. So it does depend on where you are in your business, but like the first and foremost is client creating activities and not what's comfortable for me.
Yes, and what are some of the client creating activities that seem to work the best?
That I believe that there's hundreds, and I believe that they're different for different businesses and different business owners. That's why we start on building the foundation based on who you are to decide. Like some people, for example, love networking, right? They love networking, going, meeting people in person or even online, and this is their jam and they can talk to anybody and just naturally attract clients this way. Some people don't like networking and they love social media. They thrive on TikTok or on Instagram or whatever, right? So what I tell my clients when I work with them is that there isn't one magic way, there isn't one magic formula. We create what I call an intentional marketing strategy, where we pick the marketing activities that resonate with them, and also of course that are aligned with who their client is, right? We're not going to go on TikTok where maybe our client is more the older and they don't know what TikTok is, right? But when you can marry both, okay, where's my ideal client and what I love doing, where I thrive, where I feel myself, then that's how you get the best results.
And what about for you, Maggie? What are your go-to marketing activities for generating clients? Going on podcasts is one.
Yes, one definitely. Networking. I do love networking and talking with people and creating relationships. And I do have social media, but I'm not on all of them at all. I'm mostly on Instagram and Facebook. Those are my, and a little bit I'm on LinkedIn. So those are the social media. I'm not on TikTok, for example.
No, I took a look at TikTok and I just thought, wow, that looks really ridiculous. I can't see myself doing that.
Yeah, but you know what? I have a client who actually is younger, in their 20s, and who has very bright personality and very bubbly, and she's thriving on TikTok. So,
Yeah, it's
there again,
definitely
it's not one size
it's a
all.
good platform. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just a particular type of content, but I mean, it's a lot. It's if you could do it, it's a great marketing tool. But yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not for everyone. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so, and you talked about creating value, mutual win-win sort
Mhm.
of content. Is that what you were talking about on step two?
It's not necessarily content, but approaching every step of the client journey with how can I add value to them. So I'll give you a couple examples. I'll give you one example in the marketing journey that's just happened to me not that long ago, and then one from my client. So, I approach, for example, networking or any content that I put with truly wanting my potential clients or audience or people I network with, just build relationship, to receive value from what I do or maybe connections I make for them and so on. So I don't really hold back in the content I do a lot of free trainings or some challenges in my group, like different things that I do, and I don't hold back, right? If somebody wants to take it, I want my audience to get results even from my free stuff, right? Because my ideal client is the client who will take it, get results, and like, I want more. I really want to work with Maggie because I know she can take me so far, right? So But in networking, so an example, not that long ago, I'm part of one of the women's network group in US, and I've been there already a year. So, I have some good relationships with the members. And there was during a meeting that we had, one member expressed the challenge that she had. And after that, I reached out to her saying, hey, like, if you want, we can meet up for 30 minutes. I can give you a couple of tips how it can help you. And she was very appreciative. And she's like, I want to pay you. I'm like, no, I don't work with my clients on like one-off basis. We're 2 members. I'm just going to, let's meet up. I'll tell you a few things and then we'll work. So we did that. Whatever tips I gave her worked really well. Within a week, she became my client, right? Paying client. And I didn't do it in that thing. Like, I didn't plan for her to be my clients, but it just turned out that way. And that's what I mean, right? And it doesn't mean that every person I give tips and so on becomes my client, right? It's not that. I just genuinely want to help. So in my client's example, it was, we were looking at March actually, and her sort of I get my clients to set some income goals and so on. So they have an idea, right? What it takes to make a certain amount of money and so on. And she was almost meeting her March goal, but she was very short off. It was like 3 days to the end of the month or 4, I don't remember. And I told her, okay, look at your current clients right now. And is there anything you can offer that will bring value to them, that will help them, that will also allow you to organically grow a little bit with them and meet your goal? And sure enough, she says, well, I have this one client who could actually use this. Like, okay, why don't you reach out to them and see? And sure enough, the client was super happy. And that's how she met her goal, right? So that's what I mean by leading with value. It's not just, yeah, of course we want to make money and we attract the clients, but it's how we do that, right?
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's the power of coaching and having a partner and setting goals, and not just like, oh well, I didn't quite get there, but having someone prompt you, let's not give up. Let's see if we can get it. And in the end, more often than not, you get a much better performance than what you would do by yourself. The mentors coaching is a huge, powerful, and you should really, if you're a solopreneur, you need to have a second set of eyes, whether it be a mentor or a coach, whatever. And the other good thing that you talked about was, I mean, we always hear people talking about leading with value, and the penny doesn't drop for a lot of people. And really, as Maggie was saying, when you just switch up your own king, how can I help? How can I provide value? Don't hold back, create content that really helps, and don't expect anything in return. Happening is that it all works out for you, doesn't it? Did you see audio there?
Yep, I'm good now. I can hear.
Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, well, I just gave this great Oscar-winning speech, and I don't think anybody heard it. What I was basically saying was, leading with value and helping first, it always ends up coming back to you and not expecting anything in return. And it takes a real change in mindset to embrace that.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And how do people get into your world, Maggie? What's the first thing they should do?
The best first thing is just check out my website, stairwaytoleadership.com. In there, you will find, links to my social media and anything else that I do, whether it's free events, my podcast, whatever. So it's probably the best place to check me out.
Yeah, check out Maggie. Maggie can help you. And if you're watching this and you are a bit overwhelmed, not sure what to do, Maggie's talked about getting clarity in your messaging, working at your branding, who are you serving, and working out a strategy of achievable actions that are going to bring you business. Would that be a fair summary?
Yeah, that's a great summary. Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for coming on, Maggie. Some great value there, and I think Maggie is a great person to help. And thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you very soon on another episode.
Thank you so much, Julian. Thank you, everybody, for watching.